Good afternoon, students. Now, today we will be moving forward with our chapter that is Foundation of Business, your chapter 2 of Business Studies. So, in the previous part, we learned about the features of the sole proprietorship. Now, we'll be looking at the merits or advantages of sole proprietorship firm. Okay. Now, the first merit of sole proprietorship is making quick decisions. Okay. In sole proprietorship firm, all the decisions are taken by the proprietor himself. He is not supposed to consult anyone and waste time. By quick decisions, immediate actions can be taken which bring flexibility of the operations. There are no delays in the business can quickly adapt itself to the changing environment. See what is happening over here. There is only one person who is controlling the business. Then definitely he is not going to ask anyone. Okay? For taking some kind of decision, he is not going to ask. Even in business environment some changes has been made, so immediately he can take the decision without asking anyone. Now that business environment change can be anything. Say for example there are banned on such kind of products like cigarette is banned for example by the government. Now what will be the impact of it? He can quickly just remove those products from his shop, because he's not going to ask anyone, because he is entirely taking care of everything. So what he will do, he is going to take out all such kind of stuff from his shop without asking anyone. So here we can see that the decision was taken very easily. Now here I was talking actually about the ban on the cigarettes by the government. So changing environment means what? Environment means those conditions of the business under which business operates. Okay, so quick decisions will be taken. This is the first merit. Okay. Second is confidentiality. Here, the information can be kept as confidential. The sole proprietorship is not expected to share his secrets with others. There is no legal compulsion from the sole proprietorship to publish his account. That's it. Here, what they are trying to say, that in the case of companies like big companies, I'm talking about like Reliance India Limited. Okay, now they will have to publish their balance sheets and accounts. They will have to show their income in front of everyone, because it is like a law. They will have to do this. Okay, but in case of this sole proprietorship, there is nothing like that. So all the secrets of the business the sole proprietor can keep with himself. Okay, now the third point, direct incentive. Incentive means when you work hard, you get some profit out of it. Okay, by working hard. So same the direct incentive, why they are using this kind of word. Now in sole proprietorship firm, there is direct relationship between the efforts and the reward. Okay, which means if the proprietor will put extra effort, then profit increases and proprietor gets extra income. So proprietor is always motivated to work. Simple. See, if you know that you are the only person who is taking care of everything. Okay, now if you'll work hard, if you'll put more effort into your business, you will make more money. Less effort you will put, you will earn less money. Simple it is. So what will happen with the sole proprietor is that when he will start working, then definitely he will try to put in more efforts in the business. Why he would do that? Now that is the question, why he is going to do like that. Okay, because there's a direct incentive which he'll get here. This profit is not going to be shared because he is the only one who's getting this kind of profit. So here we can see direct incentives are there, so he feel motivated while working. Then sense of accomplishment. Okay, what does this mean? That's the personal satisfaction involved in working for oneself. The success of business not only contributes to self satisfaction but also instills in the individual sense of accomplishment and confidence. See, when you achieve something, suppose you set up a business and you are working for hard for it, and then you attain success. So that is your achievement. So you just realize that how good are you in order that you have able to meet your objectives. When your targets are completed, when you achieve success, so it gives you a feeling of accomplishment which brings you confident. And when you become confident, then definitely you feel more motivated again. Okay, so self of accomplishment is there. So this is also merit. Definitely the proprietor will feel motivated towards work again, because whatever he is doing, it is leading him to success, and it is self accomplishment. Like he is doing effort, nobody else is there. So he will always feel motivated, because of him only the business is running. It is like that. So feeling of accomplishment is there, which brings confidence inside his mind. None. easy to form and easy to dissolve. As we discussed already, this feature that no legal formalities are there in sole proprietorship, so it was easy to form and dissolve. So here it is also there as a merit. What is merit? Merit is an advantage. Okay, now a sole proprietorship organization is easy to form. No legal formalities are involved in setting up this type of organization, so it is not governed by any specific law. So here you don't need to register yourself under some kind of law. So here the sole proprietorship can close the business or start a business with less formalities or less documents required there. Okay, so this type of business can be easily found because there are no legal formalities or very less legal formalities are there. Okay, and if you want to close, say for example, if your business is not working out, नहीं चल रहा है, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? We can just dissolve it. Dissolve means बंद कर देना. Okay, dissolve means completely you're selling out everything. जैसे कि सेल लगा दी, my business not working, so what we did, we put a sale कि if you want to buy 20,000 my shop, you can take all the stuff in 20,000. So I'm dissolving my business actually. Okay, now the disadvantages or demerits of sole proprietorship firm. Now, here there are limited resources. What is limited resources? In sole proprietorship, finance is supplied by the proprietor himself from his wealth or from borrowing. There is a limit to the credit raising capacity of a single person. Simple. See, when a single person is running a business, then definitely he will bring capital, but out of his own wealth. वो खुद का पैसा ही लेकर आएगा. Okay, he is not going to bring a lot of money. Whatever from his resources he can bring, possible which is possible to bring the money into the business, that he will bring. Or what will happen, he will borrow the money from someone. So here as single person is contributing the money, and also if he'll go for loan, then only he is there in front of the bank who is going to take loan. So how much credit capacity a bank will give to such a kind of person? So the bank will also give less credit. Credit is loan so to that person. So here the limited resources will be arranged by him, means money which will be invested in the business will not be too much. Okay, this reduces the scope of business growth as the funds are not sufficient for medium scale or large scale business. Now what they saying, that fund is low, पैसा कम है, तो बड़ा small scale या large scale business start नहीं कर सकता है ना. He cannot start a large scale business or small scale business. So his scale of business will be a small kind. Okay, ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं होगा, small in size होगा business. Then limited life of business. Limited life, why they're using limited life? Because the survival and continuity of sole proprietorship firm depends upon the person only. If the person falls ill or become insolvent, then the business may come to an end. See, if the person is dead, अगर वो मर जाता है, or maybe possible he got paralysis, or he is becoming insolvent. Suppose insolvent means he is not able to pay the debt. कर्जा जो लिया है वो पे नहीं कर पाना, इसको बोलते हैं इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाना, दिवालिया हो जाना. ओके, insolvent means that. So here if a person is in this condition, what will happen, the life of the business will come to end. यहाँ पर जो जिंदगी business खत्म हो जाएगा business. Okay, so life of the business will come to end. So this is a demerit. Now the unlimited liability. Unlimited liability means sole proprietorship is personally liable for all the debts. In case of heavy losses, the proprietor will not only lose all his business asset, but he will have to sell his personal property, pay back his debts. यहाँ पर हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था, like we discussed earlier. Unlimited liability means suppose you are taking a lot of loan from the market or from the bank, then here the business and businessmen are one entity only. Okay, so whatever the amount you have taken as a loan, you will have to pay it back. वो आपको वापस चुकाना पड़ेगा. If you are unable to pay, suppose you have taken 10 lakh rupees or loan or 5 lakh rupees or loan, and you are able to pay only 1 lakh rupees, suppose after selling your एवरीथिंग, आपका जो भी सामान था, गुड्स था, उसको बेचने पे 1 लाख रुपीज आ रहा है, तो स्टिल 4 लाख और चाहिए अभी भी बैंक को. तो बैंक कैन सेल योर पर्सनल एसेट्स, आपकी संपत्ति प्राइवेट जो आपकी है, जैसे कि जमीन हो सकता है, मे बी योर हाउस है ना, तो ये आपके एसेट्स बेचेंगे और पैसे को रिकवर करेगा बैंक. नाउ द लिमिटेड मैनेजरियल स्किल. Managerial skills means see, every person is different in managing. Okay, every person management is done in his own unique way. It is like an art. Okay, कला एक मैनेजमेंट करने की हर इंसान की एक जैसी नहीं होती है ना. So in the sole proprietorship from firm, all the activities are performed by single person only. A single individual cannot expert in all the fields. He may be a good salesperson but not a good manager. So very true, it has been said here that the person is single here, only one person is there, and he's having limited manager स्किल्स मीन्स ही इज नॉट एक्सपर्ट ऑफ ऑल द थिंग्स। ओके, ये सारी चीज़ों में एक्सपर्ट नहीं हो सकता है। इन केस ऑफ कंपनी, अगर कंपनी के बारे में सोचते हैं तो वहाँ पर बहुत सारे अलग अलग फील्ड से एक्सपर्ट आते हैं, विच मीन्स वॉट, डेफिनेटली वो लोग बहुत अच्छे से बिजनेस को कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं, बट हियर सिंगल पर्सन इज देयर, सो दिस इज लाइक अ डीमेरिट, एक ड्रॉबैक है यहाँ पे। क्या, दैट मैनेजर स्किल्स कैसे होते हैं, लिमिटेड रहते हैं। तो हो सकता है बहुत अच्छा सेल्स में हो, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट वो कर नहीं पाता ठीक से। आपने छोटी छोटी शॉप्स देखी होंगी, या फिर आपने देखा होगा स्वीट मार्ट, और इन रतलाम देर आर many places like Sarvanand store and all. So these are also owned by one person. Some helpers are there. So it is sole proprietorship firm. But like they are not able to take care of everything. They are extremely good in sales. Like sales करने में बहुत अच्छे sales कर पाते हैं. But if you think about managing the peoples or employees, तो वो नहीं कर पाते, वो अच्छे से manage नहीं कर पाते. नो, जो भी इनका काम करता है जल्दी से छोड़ के चला जाता है। तो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अ मैनेजर टू look after the employees also. They should be happy while working, so that they will give 100% at work. तो दैट इज ऑल्सो कम्स अंडर मैनेजमेंट। बट जितनी भी छोटी शॉप्स होती हैं, ये जो स्टार्ट तो कर लेते हैं, बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू मैनेज। सो मैनेजमेंट में कहीं ना कहीं कमी लग जाती है ना, तो यहाँ पे कमी दिखती है। तो हर कोई एक्सपर्ट नहीं होता हर चीज़ में। इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट टू फाइंड ऑल द स्किल्स एंड एक्सपर्टाइज इन वन पर्सन। ओके, ये चीज़ इसका एक डिमेरिट है। नाउ, हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली बिजनेस, HUF, what is this? The business carried out by the members of the Hindu undivided family is known as the जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस। अब जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस क्या होता है? देखो, जो पुश्तैनी जो एक बिजनेस चला आ रहा होता है और जनरेशन टू जनरेशन पास होता जाता है, ठीक है, मे बी जैसे कि गोल्ड में काम कर रहे तो आपकी पास्ट जनरेशन भी वही काम करते आई, एंड योर अपकमिंग जनरेशन विल बी डूइंग दैट, द सेम थिंग विल बी डूइंग दैट। लाइक होता है, उस चीज़ को अपन बोलते हैं जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस। ठीक है, यहाँ पे जनरेशन बाय जनरेशन पास होती रहती है प्रॉपर्टी, और बिजनेस इसी तरह कंटिन्यू होता रहता है। दिस काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस इज नॉट गवर्न बाय द इंडस्ट्रियल और कंपनी एक्ट। अब ये जो बिजनेस है यहाँ पर कोई इंडियन कंपनी एक्ट वगैरह इसमें रजिस्टर नहीं होता। इट इज गवर्न बाय द हिंदू सक्सेशन एक्ट। एक अलग लॉ बना रखा है यहाँ पे, हिंदू सक्सेशन एक्ट, उसके अंदर वो रजिस्टर होगा, विच एग्जिस्ट अंडर हिंदू लॉ। ये किसके अंदर आता है? ये हिंदू लॉ के अंदर आता है, उसके अंदर ही ये बिजनेस जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस का रजिस्टर होता है। ओके, now there are two conditions for existence of JHF या फिर Joint Hindu Family Business. These are minimum two male members must be there in the family. अब इसके जो कंडीशन जरूरी है, कम से कम दो जने जरूरी होना चाहिए फैमिली में, है ना, मेल मेंबर्स का होना जरूरी है, कि दो मेल मेंबर्स वहाँ पे चाहिए, तभी आप ये क्या जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस को उसको बोल सकते हो। ये कंडीशन है, तभी आप ये जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस हो सकता है। देन एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ सम एंसेस्ट्रल प्रॉपर्टी, पूर्वजों की कुछ प्रॉपर्टी जो कि पास ऑन होती है, ये वो होना चाहिए, प्रॉपर्टी शुड बी देयर। ओके, सो देयर मस्ट बी एग्जिस्टिंग ऑफ सम एंशियंट प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ योर एंसेस्टर्स which is passing generation by generation. So the ancestral property is inherited by the male members of the Hindu undivided family. The members who share the ancestral property and who entitled to get the share in the profit of the joint Hindu family business are known as co-parceners. अब यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहे हैं? दिस एंसेस्ट्रल प्रॉपर्टी मतलब ये जो पूर्वजों की प्रॉपर्टी है, ये मेल मेंबर्स को मिलती है। यहाँ पे क्या होता है बेसिकली, यहाँ पर इंपॉर्टेंस किसका है? मेल मेंबर्स का इन दिस Hindu family business. Okay, now only male members are called as the co-parceners. Co-parceners मतलब ये जो ancestral property, पूर्वजों की जो संपत्ति, वो किसको पास होगी? यहाँ पर मेल मेंबर्स को होती है बेसिकली। इसी को अपन बोलते हैं जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस। और यहाँ पर वुमेन्स को इतना वेटेज नहीं मिलता है। और यहाँ पर जो सिस्टम्स रहते हैं बेसिकली मिताक्षर एंड दया भागा। तो ये जो दया भागा सिस्टम बेसिकली प्रिवेल्स इन पार्ट्स ऑफ बंगाल, एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट इट इज मिताक्षरा सिस्टम। ओके, अब दया भागा में दोनों को राइट्स मिलते हैं को पार्सिनर बनने के, मीन्स मेल एंड फीमेल। जो कि सिर्फ प्रिवेल होता है सिर्फ वेस्ट बंगाल एंड सम पार्ट ऑफ असम, ये वहाँ पे चलता है। बट इन द रेस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया अगर बात की जाए तो मिताक्षरा इज देयर। ओके, मिताक्षरा सिस्टम is there, in which only males are entitled for inheriting the property, ancestral property of their ancestors. Okay, सिर्फ मेल को प्रॉपर्टी मिलती है मिताक्षरा में। ये चीज़ आप याद रखना, बिकॉज यहाँ पे पॉइंट थोड़ा डिलीट हो चुका है, बुक में अब नहीं है। सो मिताक्षरा सिस्टम और दयाभागा सिस्टम जो है, दयाभागा एंड मिताक्षरा। ओके, लिख लेना। नाउ, features of the joint Hindu family business. What are the features of the joint Hindu family? Okay, or characteristics you can say. The formation. For the formation of the joint Hindu family business, there should be at least two members in the family and ancestral property to be inherited by them. For forming, what should be the condition? At least two members in the male members should be there in the family, है ना? here male is not written, so at least two male members should be there in the family, and ancestral property to be inherited by them. There must be some ancestral property. Now business does not require any agreement or membership is by birth. It is governed by Hindu Succession Act 1956. Now this kind of business is governed by this Hindu Succession Act. So sometimes it comes in objective based questions. Okay, so you remember that Hindu Succession Act 1956 is the one in which governs this joint Hindu family business. Now what happens here? See, here there is no need for registration or agreement of the members. Suppose you are in a bond in a joint Hindu family kind of business. Now what happens, the day in which you born, जिस दिन आप पैदा हुए उस दिन से ही आप इसके मेंबर बन जाते हैं ना. The day you are born you will be called as the member of that particular business. Okay, so any male member who becomes or takes birth in that kind of family, he will become a member right from birth. वो birth से ही क्या बन जाएगा, उसका member बन जाएगा. ठीक है. Now the liability. Okay, देनदारी जो आपको चुकाना पड़ता है, विच यू हैव टू पे लाइबिलिटी, द पीपल विल बी आस्किंग मनी, नो दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग, लाइबिलिटी होता है. द लाइबिलिटी ऑफ कर्ता इज अनलिमिटेड, वेर एज लाइबिलिटी ऑफ ऑल द अदर मेंबर्स is limited up to the share in the business. That's it. So liabilities क्या है, जो कर्ता रहता है ना, यहाँ पे कर्ता क्या है, who's कर्ता. कर्ता is the most eldest member, सबसे जो बुजुर्ग व्यक्ति रहता है joint into family business का, he is called as कर्ता, and he is the one who actually controls everything here. वो कंट्रोल करता है सारी कुछ चीजों को. ठीक है, उसको आप बोलते हो कर्ता. और वहां पर जो उसकी लाइबिलिटी है, मीन्स द लाइबिलिटी ऑफ दिस कर्ता इज अनलिमिटेड. सपोज कर्ता ने जितना भी लोन लिया मार्केट से, ही विल हैव टू पे दैट एंटायर अमाउंट बैक. So unlimited liability is there of karta, while the other members of the family, okay, their liability is limited up to their contribution of their share. Suppose आप वहाँ पे member हो उस family की business के, आपने 1 लाख रुपीज कर रखे थे, तो आपका कितना ज़्यादा नुकसान हो सकता है, 1 लाख. 1 लाख रुपीज से ज़्यादा आपको कोई पैसा नहीं देना है, क्योंकि उतना ही आपने अमाउंट उसमें लगा रखा था, तो उससे ज़्यादा आपको कुछ भी देने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. ओके, दैट इज. So the Karta's liability is unlimited. So his personal assets can also be used for paying back. तो unlimited liability Karta की definitely his personal assets can be sold. Okay, उसके personal asset, उसकी संपत्ति बेची जा सकती है रिकवर करने के लिए अमाउंट को. Now the कंट्रोल कौन करता है इसको, बिजनेस को? डेफिनेटली कर्ता करता है. ओके, एल्डेस्ट मेंबर. So the joint Hindu family business is managed and controlled by the senior most member of the family, who's called as Karta. Only the Karta has the legal right to enter into contract with outsider. He only takes all the decision of the business. Other members have no right to take decision in the management of joint Hindu family business. So here who manages everything, who controls it? Karta. And any deal which goes on with the outsiders, बाहरों के साथ, जो बाहर वालों के साथ जो भी डील करनी है वो करता ही करता है. ठीक है. और यहाँ पर जो भी मेन डिसीजंस है कौन लेगा? कर्ता लेगा. ओके, कर्ता विल टेक ऑल द इंपॉर्टेंट काइंड ऑफ डिसीजंस, एंड नो एनी अदर मेंबर ऑफ दिस फैमिली इज अलाउड टू टेक द डिसीजन. सो एक्चुअली यहाँ राज किसका चल रहा है? एक तरह से कर्ता का ही चल रहा है. तो कंट्रोलिंग इज डन बाय कर्ता. ओके, देन माइनर मेंबर्स. माइनर कौन होता है? एनी चाइल्ड हु इज लेस देन 14 years of age, उसको अपन माइनर बोलते हैं. माइनर इन द सेंस, जनरल सेंस, इन अ लेमन लैंग्वेज यू कैन से दैट a child who's unable to take his own decisions, or his or her own decisions. Like a child is there, he don't understand. If you ask him, would you like to become my partner, then he don't know anything about partnership firm or anything about business. Still he's a member. ऐसा हो जाता है. तो उसको, जिसको सोचने समझने की शक्ति नहीं है अभी, उससे आप क्या डिसीजन मेकिंग आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो? सो माइनर वो होते हैं छोटे बच्चे, जिसे बोल सकते हो लेस देन 14 years of age. ओके, नाउ इन जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस, अ चाइल्ड बिकम्स अ मेंबर by birth only. So there is no restriction from a minor to become a member of the business. अब क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे? जॉइंट हिंदू फैमिली बिजनेस में चाइल्ड बिकम्स अ मेंबर बाय बर्थ ओनली, है ना. जैसे ही मैंने बताया था ना कि बच्चा पैदा हुआ उसी दिन से वो क्या बन जाएगा? मेंबर बन जाएगा. तो यहाँ पर कोई भी रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है माइनर का मेंबर बनने में, क्योंकि यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, देखो माइनर जो रहता है वो एक्चुअली डिसीजन मेकिंग नहीं कर सकता. इट इज वेरी ट्रू. बट दिस, इन दिस टाइप ऑफ बिजनेस, इफ यू आर टेकिंग बर्थ इन सच a kind of family, and you are a boy, means you are a male, then definitely you will become a member automatically. ठीक है, आप ऑटोमेटिकली मेंबर बनोगे. तो देर इज नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन कि माइनर यहाँ पर नहीं आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे माइनर वाली बात ही नहीं है. एक्चुअली आप बर्थ ले रहे हो वहाँ पर, तो यू विल बिकम अ मेंबर ऑटोमेटिकली. ओके, सो that's all for today. We'll be continuing in our next class. Thank you.